So yeah, more formulaic stuff with the attempts to engineer a sense of tension and different emotional states, different psychological states, different types of thought processes, and all the rest of it. This time, well, any time, but this time I looked at a clip of World in Action, and they tried to give me the heebie-jeebies about forensic scientists and all that sort of thing. What if you don't think I don't know that there's a whole heap of disciplines, branches of disciplines, watching this boring crap? And, you got another thing going. You must be crazy. But yeah, so like I say, you just get on with your day, didn't you? You just see I'm trying to pull another type of stunt, like with the architects and so on and so forth. I take 2 sips of my drink after they play magic keyboards, this time with the letter L, trying to engineer some sense of a Middle Ages vibe with me, internally with me, again, that type of internal pathologisation that's attempted. I'll do it again. And then I sort of look up something on the list about crazies driving over manhole covers, to give an example of what may take place. Not necessarily that, but, the type of shenanigans that does take place, which is, that sort of thing. But, trying to engineer to get some sort of, some sort of perceive an emotional state in me that I'll pretty much see coming a mile off. So, these people don't know that by now. Come on. Right. But I don't know. Who knows the state of these people? But yeah, I've got a meeting on Tuesday, which is the 17th at 11:30am with apparently a couple of representatives of the local psychiatric department of the local hospital. I emailed them saying, there's no need to send 2. You might as well just send 1. But they'll be hearing voices and all sorts anyway. So yeah, if they said round 1, they said round 1. If they said round 2, they said round 2. And I'll talk with them, but I don't think I'll take it too seriously, even though in the lead up to it, there will be all manner, there will be all manner of shenanigans, this way, that way, and so on and so forth. That's just the way it is. I'm a public figure. There's, even though I couldn't give a shit about being a public figure, ultimately, that's the state of things, isn't it? I mean, I did see, you could see certain things being said on the ward, certain behaviours being enacted to sort of, keep their ball rolling, sort of thing. That you just see through, sort of thing. And I did see the reaction of one of the psychiatrists, the lead psychiatrist, or whatever his profession was, at the last psychiatric ward I was on, as I was about to leave. Again, these crazy notions of hope and despair, sort of thing. These concepts that are just bizarre. That again belonged to the amalgam years. But again, yet again, and we've had attempts that have fallen flat throughout the day. Yet again, to try and engineer with me a sense of tension, and then see the response off the back of that, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I've known for bloody ages that, I said years ago, the subject said years ago at the psychiatric ward that I was, the building that I was last at. When I said the type of organisations that were involved in all this type of stuff, but it's like, they can try as much as they bloody like to drag me into the amalgam era. It ain't gonna happen. It's just as simple as that. But yeah, there will be attempts. Like I said, there's attempts now. But like I sort of started covering the ground, haven't I? About from a critical angle of the type of stuff that's been taking place, the attempt at internal pathologisation, for example. And all sorts of scenarios and all the rest of it. Trying to come out with stuff from the amalgam era. That's just, that does seem to be these people's, a significant part of these people's preoccupation. So surely if they're, I don't know, if they're trying to engineer in me a sense of tension, then they're sort of maybe looking for big deal dramatic moments. Again, drinking 2 sips of a cup just to me demonstrates it's a very normal behaviour. That's just it. That's the way I see it, and that's and that is the way it actually is. For the people who want to say different, they say different. But to me, taking a couple of sips of a drink is pretty normal behaviour, or at least should be in 2025. But yeah, I did take a look, especially at the 4 elements sort of thing. But yeah, trying to give me a sense, an internalized sense of the Middle Ages and all that sort of thing. That's bollocks, isn't it? And they can try that as much as they like. It just doesn't wash with me. But yeah. Yeah, I'll work with them when they come round here. But like I said, they'll be hearing voices and all sorts, and whatever state they're in. That's just the way it is. But yeah, it's just. But I did look up. It had 779 on a calculator in the clip of World in Action. I thought, what one was it? Can't remember what video it was. You'll have watched it anyway, if you're watching these videos. And on the thing where was it on that it said forensic scientist? I don't know. Anyway, well, maybe I'm the forensic scientist. Who knows these days? But anyway, it could be one of the feathers in my cap sort of thing. But one of the things was 79. So I looked up the image of Margaret Thatcher on the steps of Number 10 when she 4th of May 1979, I'm pretty sure it was, when she was elected, when she, became the occupant of Number 10 Downing Street, which is the head of state the political head of state, well, the head of state of Britain. And you know what I'm thinking when I look at that, so I don't really need to go over that. But yeah, it was quite something to look at that picture. But yeah, so yeah, it's like why do these people not think that I know full well that there's a whole swathe of disciplines looking at me, and I don't see the big deal personally anymore. Outside of the amalgam era. But anyway, yeah, like I said, there's a whole swathe of disciplines and branches of disciplines, I'm sure. It's just like, if they know that I know that, and they surely must know that I know that from stuff the subject said years ago. As if things have got to the extent that they have without having different disciplines and different branches of different disciplines. Look at this stuff. Then, they should know. So what's the point in trying to engineer in me a sense of tension and all that sort of thing, and see what response I have when I sort of. There's a number of behaviours and interpretations of those behaviours that could take place. So what do? I'll drink a couple of sips of my drink to demonstrate to myself, at the very least, completely normal behaviour. But yeah, earlier on today, of course, off the back of the video, which surely they knew yet again, like I said, this formulaic stuff, that I would know the type of stunts they might potentially pull to try and use amalgam era type stuff to see what happens, all that sort of thing, and in this great big scheme of things that they concoct. It's just like, yeah, but the thing is, like I said before, they do that type of thing, like we saw with the piece of computer software that they concocted, and then they come charging in with a piece of software they concocted, come charging in with the druggings off the back of them and stuff like that. But anyway, that's the way it is. But yeah, pretty good day for me, actually, all told. Like I say, it's a couple of sips of my drink. I may go back to having 3 sips of my drink. Who knows? I'll think about it. So on and so forth. I wonder what implications it'll have. What deep and meaningful implications it'll have for Leslie.